Hello classmates, this is Tom Clinton. This is my first vlog, and I wanted to follow up on what I talked about last time. Is that I'm interested in helping business owners, entrepreneurs, and sales reps increase their profits, reduce their stress, and help them find the time to do what they love. My idea for doing that is to offer some short video segments that are very powerful and that they can implement right away to take care of some of these problems. One problem we find that entrepreneurs will have is that they don't have enough sales. Whether you're beginning as an entrepreneur, a solopreneur if you will, or if you're already established and you have a sales team, you may not be getting all the value you need out of that. So I came up with a mnemonic device that kind of helps, and I've used it with my sales team and I've used it with my salespeople, and I also advise people to use this, and it really does help. Everything that I'm going to do in the business breakthrough section are things that I've used myself or I've used in practice that have made a big difference, whether it's in sales or it's in operations. These are things that are time tested and we've done. So what I'd like to do is use a mnemonic device right now. I call it SOKAT, S-O-K-A-T. The first thing you want to do is smile. You know, smiling is very important, whether you're on the phone, and we'll talk about that in a different section, or if you're in person. Smiling makes a huge difference. It lowers people's defenses, makes them feel better about it, and it can make you feel more comfortable. So we want to smile. The next is O. You want to be on time for any sales meeting you have. First time, last time, whatever it's going to be, you want to be on time. Because you know how it is. You've been waiting for somebody to come to your house to do some work, you're waiting for an appointment, you only have less than 7 seconds to make a first impression, so you want to be on time. The next is K, and the K means a couple things. First means K for know your product. Know your product, and not only what your product does, but what it's going to do for the client, how it's going to make the client better. And know your competition and what your competition's doing. When you know your product, it's important to say when you don't know what you're talking about, right? Because I work in a scientific industry, and sometimes I sell to scientists, and they'll bring up a specific thing about chemical. Then I'll say, you know what, I don't know that. I'm not a chemist, and I don't really know that. So we'll move on from there, and I'll tell them I can always find out. But don't try to bluff it if you don't know it, right? And then the next time you may know it. So that's S-O-K. The next one is A for SOKAT. Ask for the order. So many sales reps come into a situation, business owners come into a situation, and we talk, but we don't ask for the order. So you need to ask for the order, right? The client's expecting you to ask for the order, so you really have to learn to do that. And we've talked to many sales reps about that. Ask for the order before you leave, no matter what. And the last letter is T for thank you. So many people who don't write thank you notes anymore, and I can't tell you how much business I've won and how many competitors I've beaten because I've sent a handwritten thank you note. And in the future, I may put up on these business breakthrough moments some of the standardized thank you notes, because you don't want to have to write an individual thank you note every time. You standardize them, you write them in your own hand, and you mail them off. And I think you'll find it'll be a big impact. Every one of these business breakthrough sessions that I'm doing, I find that they are kind of like snowflakes into a blizzard, right? A snowflake on its own doesn't mean anything, but thousands of them give a blizzard, and that's the kind of impact that people are going to want to increase their business. So thank you very much for your time. I welcome your comments, your criticisms, whatever it is. I'll get better from here. Thanks.